What's up, y'all? It's Shi-Fi. I just want to come on here and be the peacemaker of my favorite pods. They're beefing, and it's all because of me. I single-handedly started internet beef between my two favorite podcasts. I what's it called? I didn't really think it through, but it happened. With the Minimalist podcast, I was just listening a couple weeks ago to one of their episodes, and I I hear this part where they're talking about ads, and they make fun of Rory Mall's reading, and they're making fun of their cadence and everything, and so it shocked me. It shocked me that Joshua and TK would do it. Um, yeah, their JFM was making fun of them. Yeah, it was truly shocking. Especially like since Rory Mall, they call them, they're the bare what's it called? They're the bare minimum boys. So I thought Joshua would, maybe see that with their podcast and maybe call it a truce. But now it's getting to a line where it's dangerous, and so I'm just trying to be the peacemaker in this type of situation. So I'm just trying to make sure everybody's good, everybody's safe because it could get ugly. I don't want a Biggie and Pac situation with these two podcasts. I don't want Joshua and Rory getting into further beef. So I'm coming on here to say we need to stop the beef. I'm here to retain peace in the building. And so, man, it truly shocked me that the Minimalist podcast was roasting them. When I listened to it, I was like, man, I got to figure out how to get this to Rory and all of them and Maul and Ed and so I just kind of threw a post on Reddit and just kind of warning them like, hey, they're sending shots at y'all, like this, it could be racism, could be a lot of things because they were going in, and so Rory, then man, what's it called? So Monday and Tuesday, like the few days after the post, they got some traction. A lot of people were um talking about it, and I was like, wow, this is gonna be interesting. And so on Tuesday morning, one of these last Tuesday mornings, I kind of peeped their podcast, and like one of the title was something like podcast beef or like we're still in a podcast war, and I was like, are you? Is this like actually happening? So I like I was reading the description, and I was like, and I see where they say something about, oh, they're talking about the minimalist podcast, and I am shocked. I'm thrown to the floor. I have I don't know. And so I just skipped to that part on the episode. And then Roy sending shots at JFM, and man, I'm just like, oh goodness, this is getting heated. This is getting heavy. And so so that's why I'm on here, coming to bring the peace in this war. And so, um, yeah. So this is kind of a funny situation that I started, and the fact that Rory he did a copyright strike on the Minimalist podcast on their YouTube episode, and it worked. And I'm just like sitting here like, oh my God, I did not mean this whatsoever. So, now it's time for the response of the Minimalists. I don't know what Joshua and TK have in the belt. And yeah, we'll see what happens in the future. But I'm just wanting to preach, safety. I want to preach um, being passive instead of active. I just want to make sure everybody's good, and because I know things, I know people on both sides. I know what they're going to try to use to each other, and I don't want family to get involved. I don't want friends to get involved, and I'm just making sure. Just making sure. So, man, it's funny that I started this beef, but at the end of the day, I don't want it to get too crazy. I don't want to get too. I just want it all to be fun, banter, and everything. And we'll just go from there. So, Rory or Maul or Eden, Julian, Demarius, Joshua, TK, Ryan, Naomi. uh, I'm here to I'm here to say no. Let's put the gun down. Let's put the swords down and make sure we're in a healing phase in this beef. Peace.